Beneath the weeping stones. In the forgotten town of Blackthorn Hollow, the old crow cemetery sprawled across a hillside like a crooked smile. Its lichen-crusted headstones leaned at unnatural angles, and the iron gate bore a warning etched by generations past: "Restless sleep here." The townsfolk avoided it, whispering of the weeping hour, a time between midnight and 1 a.m. when the air filled with the sound of children sobbing, though no graves for infants existed in the yard. Elias Voss, a drifter running from his own ghosts, took the job as caretaker. The pay was meager, but the solitude suited him. On his first night, he patrolled with a rusted lantern, its light casting skeletal shadows. At 12:17 a.m., the weeping began, a chorus of muffled cries rising from the earth. Elias followed the sound to a patch of barren ground where the soil glistened wet, though it hadn't rained in weeks. When he knelt to inspect it, his hand sank into the dirt as if pulled. He yanked back, his fingers coated in a sticky, tar-like substance that reeked of decay. The next morning, Elias found the cemetery's oldest tombstone, a slab marking the 1893 grave of Reverend Silas Crow, the town's founder, cracked down the middle. Beneath it lay a child's leather shoe, preserved but caked in the same black residue. Town archives revealed no record of children buried at Old Crow, only a cryptic note: "Silas purged the blight, but the earth rejects his penance." That night, the weeping grew louder. Elias returned to the barren patch, shovel in hand. As he dug, the air turned frigid. His blades struck wood, a small, rotted coffin. Inside lay a skeleton no taller than a toddler, its ribs snapped inward, as if crushed. Nestled in its arms was a porcelain doll with hollowed-out eyes, its dress stained with dark handprints. When Elias touched the doll, visions erupted. A mob led by Reverend Crow, dragging a young boy accused of witchcraft into the woods. The child screams as they buried him alive in an unmarked pit. The Reverend's sermon the next Sunday, declaring the land cleansed. Suddenly, the doll's head swiveled toward him. The weeping ceased, replaced by a guttural whisper: "You found me. Now they'll find you." Elias fled, but the cemetery's paths twisted back on themselves. Headstones bled black sludge, forming words: liar, coward, murderer. Behind him, small handprints materialized in the muck, chasing his steps. He stumbled into the mausoleum, slamming the door. Inside, the walls were covered in childlike drawings of stick figures burning, their mouths sewn shut. A tiny voice giggled, "Play with us, Elias." When the townsfolk found him at dawn, Elias was curled in the open coffin, his eyes gouged out. The doll sat perched on his chest, its porcelain face split into a grin. Reverend Crow's tombstone had healed, its epitaph rewritten: "He silenced the guilty." To this day, Blackthorn Hollow's children dare each other to count the graves at midnight. They say if you reach 13, you'll see a boy in tattered overalls, offering a doll with bleeding eyes. Take it, and the weeping hour never stops. Click here to watch more videos like this. Like, share, and subscribe, and comment down below your favorite part. Thank you very much for watching till the end.